viewers, hello, welcome back to an episode of the Arsenal playthrough with me, GFM. Wenger out. Very quickly before we start, if you're a fan of the Ajax series and you're wondering where the Ajax series is, I've got a blocked nose. Talking for an extended period of time without any breaks is not easy, and I don't traditionally edit that series, so I've not been doing it. It'll be back as soon as this goes. It's blocked. It's annoying, much like some of the people on Twitter. But luckily, due to the nature of these videos, I'm getting one out for you today, and we play Red Bull Leipzig in the second leg of the European Cup, the UEFA Cup. That makes it sound not as good. We then play Watford in the Premier League, and the Premier League campaign has gone pretty badly. We're sort of saving our season here with some cup competitions, hopefully. We currently hold a 3-2 away win over Red Bull Leipzig. Oh, see, I've said Red Bull Leipzig, and people are getting sort of increasingly annoyed. They are Red Bull Leipzig, but they're not allowed to call themselves that, is what I've discovered. So, while I'm not wrong, I'm equally not right. Leipzig, though. Well, that's what we'll go with. Right, let's show you the team then for the first game. Petr Cech is going to come in goal. Timo Horn, of course, can't play in these games. Bellerin, Mustafi, Koscielny, and Kolasinac at the back. Steady and Wilshere in the centre. Playing a little bit more defensive-minded in the centre for this one. Iwobi on the right-hand side. Adelaide on the left. Ozil in behind Lacazette. No Perisic to start this game. Not fully fit. And Rennie Adelaide, when he's come in, has done a really good job for me. So he keeps his spot out there. There's a temptation to play Aaron Ramsey on the right-hand side, but I guess bringing him on late game is probably something we could do as well. So, let's get into this one then. Let's see how we get on. It's Arsenal versus Leipzig with a bit at the beginning that we don't talk about. And there are the teams, and they're playing 4-4-2. Okay, 4-4-2. Whatever you want, Leipzig, do as you please. And obviously Timo Werner up top, he's the danger, in my opinion. Right then, as the teams exit the tunnel, we are wearing, who's designing these kits? We're doing the annoying kits again, but we'll just learn to live with it. 3-2 advantage and away goals. They've got to do something pretty special. If we score goals, we should be fine. We're starting, as ever, on the counter-attack. It's our new thing, especially at home. They're going to have to come out us a little bit, you'd hope, and try and get an early goal. Us playing on the counter-attack should spring a surprise. Actually, notice there that Werner and Kroos up top, not exactly fully fit for this. Neither is Keita in the centre, which someone got annoyed about how I pronounced that as well. I thought that was fine. Naby Keita. Is that not right? Is it Keita? Maybe it's Keita. Naby Keita. Yeah, that sounds... Yeah, okay, fair enough. We're learning though, aren't we? That's good. So Werner's on it now. No, he's not. It's Kroos, in fact. It's back to Forsberg, who now finds Werner, who's in on goal. Well, that's a disaster. Well, actually, no. They're winning by 1 goal, as long as the scores don't get too large, is actually fine. 3 away goals for us. But we've started on the counter-attack, and that has not worked. We're playing, well, hang on a moment here. Werner he skips past Koscielny. I'm not sure if that was just a bit of an error by Koscielny, actually, so we might just stay as we are. Actually, no, we'll go more standard, because why not? Right, there's a highlight straight after the goal. It's a kick-off, unless this is a replay. I don't know what's going on. Have we had a goal? We've had a goal. No one knows what's occurring. The replays are so broken. I don't know what's happening. Okay, we're at half-time, so... It's a mess, isn't it? We're at half-time. We're 1-0 down at home. Do we make a switch? I'm thinking Aaron Ramsey early in the second half for Iwobi. As a winger, he performs well there. We're pushing higher up. We're going to sit slightly further back. Werner's very fast, so we'll think about that a little bit more. And I'm going to change very little else. I think that's all we're going to do. We're just going to close down more, and that's going to be it. Just apply the pressure. We've got midfielders that can certainly do that, so why not? That team talk was underwhelming. So it's 1-0. And 50 minutes gone. We know that, look, this is fine, but it's not exactly something to be playing with, is it? We need a goal back in this, and that puts a little bit more pressure on them. Wilshere, out to Adelaide, who's ball forward. Is it Ramsey? It is Ramsey. He's got Lacazette at the back post. If you can find him, Aaron Ramsey to the byline. Back. Oh, it's not good. Well, it was okay. Saved by the goalkeeper. Cleared. And Kolasinac deals with it as well. Adelaide, it's a little bit quick for me, if you don't mind me saying so. I'm going to slow that down just a touch. There's a foul on Ozil. There's a red card. It's already been booked. Wow. Okay, Leipzig down to 10. Huge moment in the game. And, I mean, is that advantage Arsenal? Maybe so. Wilshere with the free kick, played in. It's not the best. It finds him again, though. Shot on goal, maybe pulls it back, and it's cleared eventually. But, wow, okay. Lemire is down to... he's sent off, and they're down to 10. It's a free kick, though. Forsberg puts it in. Dangerous area. Ramsey's there. A counter-attack, maybe. Ozil on this right-hand side has got time and space to work some of his magic. And if you give him that time, then he's deadly. Lacazette, oh, it's poor. Ozil did really well. Lacazette's finish was... Well, it was pathetic, wasn't it, really? A lot of tired legs in the Leipzig team now. is this the point now where we make them pay for a very toughly fought game? I could make a change here, you know, but I don't think... In fact, no, we'll make one subtle change. We'll take Lacazette off, we'll bring Dembele on. It doesn't change all that much. They're quite similar players, but that extra pace in these sort of final stages might be pivotal. Going through with a 1-0 defeat is not the way to do it, but it's the second leg syndrome again. We're going to lose again in the second leg. We've lost the last 3 league games. We're only really surviving in cup competitions, and I'm not even taking the league not seriously. We're through to the final of the Europa League. It's hard to be excited when you know that's how it's occurred. It's not that impressive, is it? We've dominated the game largely. They've scored the only goal, and because of our 3 away goals in the first leg, congratulations, lads. You've all dreamed about playing in a final. As you can see, they've reacted dreamily. We'll select all players. We'll passionately say I'm very happy with the performance. I don't know what I've said that for. I'm not, but they all delighted with the performance. Okay. And as you can see from the other game, AC Milan have been beaten by Villarreal 2-1 on aggregate. It was a 1-1 draw. Villarreal won the first game 1-0, and the away goal obviously helped them as well. So as we move forward, we can see that Arsenal triumph, despite second leg hiccup, could be the title of every single away leg we've had so far. Jack Wilshere's out with a bruised ankle for a little bit. We've got a press conference there. 1.4 million, and Villarreal, you can see it there in the final. So we've very much replicated, as much as I'm Arsene Wenger, we're replicating the season of Manchester United last year, which is curious. Right, well, rest of the boys, we've got a game against Watford coming up, and there's still a very slim chance we can get into the top 4. But other things are going on, as you can see. I'm going to tell them we're going to win the final. I know it. And just be very bold about it. I am proud of being in the final. I'm not proud of how we've got there. It's just really poor, isn't it? I mean, it's a great away win. We were 2-0 down in that game as well. Yeah, we were. I thought we were. We were 2-0 down against Red Bull. We've come back to find a way through. That away performance, by the way, was next level. I mean, fortunate, but next level. Jack Wilshere's gone from having a bruised ankle to a bruised knee. Oh, shit. Bruised knee sounds a bit like Bruce Lee. Anyway, moving on. Physio. Flipping it, Jack. My job is insecure, which... it's not great, is it? Like, we could have I might be sacked at the end of this season, and then I don't really know what happens. There's no backup plan, that's the problem. Yeah, the Premier League's not good. There were no expectations to qualify for the Champions League. Not ideal. I mean, but we could still do it through the European Cup. The minimum expectation is to reach the final. We've reached it. Same with the FA Cup. We've reached it. Carabao Cup? Well, leave it. They weren't bothered about the Community Shield either. They're disappointed with the team's overall performance across the competitions. I mean, 2 finals. This is how much the Premier League matters. Well, speaking of the Premier League, we've got a game against Watford. Jack Wilshere, obviously, with all these little injuries, these little niggles, is going to have to sit out. And we'll bring Xhaka back into the frame. He's not played for a little while, so we'll get him back involved. Cazorla's going to have to drop out, of course, as well, as is... Jack Wilshere will put Benteke on the bench. And Perisic is going to come back in for Adelaide. Actually, shall we try Perisic on the other side? Or maybe like this sort of situation? Let's give this a go. Well, I'm experimenting, viewers. I mean, we're probably not going to get in the top 4. So, then again, I've just realised that Arsenal did give me a new contract. So, what are they going to do? Right, we're away from home against Watford, so we'll attack from the off and see if we can get some early goals and then punish them from that point onwards. Look, if we don't beat Watford, then... that could be the final nail in the Premier League coffin. I mean, it will be. We won't be able to get any further. Mitchie's up top for them. They've obviously got him on loan from Chelsea. Pereira in behind. They've got a decent set of players, to be fair, and we've got to have our wits about us. I'm not actually sure. I think they're 13th in the league for this season, and that's probably about right for a Watford side, so we'll see. We'll see how we get on with Watford fans going, how very dare you, but just opinions. Okay then, can we get ourselves a much needed win? We've still got a game in hand. You can see from a lot of the other results, we have to win pretty much every game now if we're going to progress any further in the league. I think Spurs have sort of nailed down 4th place there, which might be a problem for us. As immediately we've got Watford coming at us on a counter-attack. We're backing off a lot, and the ball's played across, and they've got another chance. They've got lots of men over. Success through maybe... I mean, I am a joke manager. How we look, like, I don't really get it, to be honest. We're going to play him as Mazzala because I'm just, why not? It just is so easy for them. It's a counter-attack as well. And they've just got so many players at the back. I'm not even sure really how to stop a counter-attack of that fashion. Playing attacking away from home, probably not the best thing to be doing. But at this point, we kind of have to do it. It's a corner now to Watford. And we've packed that end out with fans, to be fair. Headed sort of away. I mean, not away at all. Pereira chips it back in. Chalobah with a header, and it's saved by Petr Cech. And it's, 15 minutes gone. There's going to have to be a turnaround. As Seri puts in a corner, it's headed away immediately. Ozil's on it now, though, and he can't afford to lose it there. Otherwise, another counter-attack will be sprung. Xhaka gets tackled on the edge, and now all of a sudden, we might have a little bit of a problem. I might have to up the tempo in which we're playing at, because things like that may be down to the fact we're a bit slow. That's a great challenge. It's flown in over on that side. Yeah, we will. We're gonna play with a higher tempo, but shorter passing. We'll see if that makes a difference. The technical ability of our players suggests that should suit us. That was very Arsene Wenger again. Bellerin forward to Ozil. Let's see. Are we going to move things slightly quicker now? At a slightly quicker tempo. Xhaka with a shot on goal. Saved. Adelaide pulls it back across. It's sort of parried out and cleared eventually. Still 1-0 Watford though. And it's a corner kick to Watford. And it's played to the front post. Success in loads of space. I mean, fortunate, I think is the word I'd use. Throw in deep in our half, and it's not a good throw in. It's launched forward. Not very Arsenal, that I must say. Not particularly short or with a high tempo, but Lacazette driving at them. We've got a man over as well. If you can find an Adelaide to Bellerin, it was a little bit slow. Bellerin though, if he can get the ball back across, he can. Lacazette at close range levels things up, and it's Watford 1, Arsenal 1 in a game which, as I've said many times, we kind of have to win. Now, winning it would put us level with City. I think if you finish in the top 6, it's no disgrace when you look at the teams around us. The problem is that Southampton and West Ham will have finished above us, and that is a little bit unforgivable. Then again, Manchester City in exactly the same situation, and Chelsea, well, forget Chelsea. Success on this left-hand side. Watford forward again as he drives his way into the area, finds Michy, whose shot is, well, it's not good. We've got some possession in the midfield. Ozil's passed it to himself, which is fascinating. Perisic back into Ozil. He's getting a lot more space now, it seems to me, as Seri plays it out to that left-hand side. Perisic back into Lacazette, who's run through the middle I thought we were going to pick out, but it didn't quite happen. Mustafi's ball forward is questionable, and it's a chance again. We've seen it before. Watford driving at us. Pereira, he's got a runner through the centre, but takes it himself. Actually, in fact, no, plays it back to Capoue, who shot wide. Watford are dangerous. Corner kick whipped in, headed on goal. I'm being peppered here. We've got a chance late in the half. It's Xhaka. I mean, against the run of play. I'll just say that now. Against the run of play. But it's 2-1, so don't care. So at half-time, away at Watford, we've had less possession, far less shots, and we're 2-1 up. Right. I've told not to get complacent. Only Xhaka has lost confidence straight after scoring a goal. So, some good possession again from Watford. We've seen this many times. They've lost out, actually. Seri's played it forward. Lacazette, with his pace, is on it. On this left-hand side, an early goal in the second half would be very, very helpful to us. The ball across is poor, though. And now Britos and Co at the back are getting this away. I say they're getting it away. They're dilly-dallying. It's out to this right-hand side. Success heads on. And again, this could lead to a Watford chance. Ball played through to Michy, who's got some time and space. Plays it across to Capoue, whose shot is saved by Cech. You've got to say, 7 half chances for Watford in this game. 7. That's a lot of half chances. We've had 3 half chances, 1 clear cut, but Watford have had 1 clear cut chance. And as I say, 7 half chances. Watford do a really good job of stifling, like what Lacazette's trying to do. Nah, have I reversed that there? Lacazette, through ball to Adelaide. Again, Lacazette's give the ball away. I take it back. Watford bringing it forward though. Capoue into Pereira, who's got a difficult angle, but a shot comes in, and Cech with another really good save. Another half chance for Watford. Do I make some changes? It's kind of weird. Like, we're leading, but we're being a little bit battered. They've brought Deeney on. Of course, Deeney and Arsenal, bit of a history, as Ozil's corner's played in. Mustafi heads down to Perisic, who rockets it home. Just as I was thinking about a change, Perisic makes me think, well, maybe not. That's a goal. 3-1. Lovely stuff. And Watford can feel somewhat hard done by today. You've got to say it. Ozil's corner kick is decent. Mustafi heads down to Perisic. It looks like a routine, folks. I can assure you it's not. Well, this game then will put us on 64 points with 2 to go. I now realise that if we win both of those games, we will finish 5th. So, the Champions League via the league, I think we've known it for a while, is looking less and less likely. In many ways, pressure off, right? Sort of, right? I guess the question would be, viewers, oh my goodness gracious me, that's probably another clear-cut chance. Slide tackle comes in. I'm trying to ask a question here. Right, the question is, do you want to see the final 2 league games, or are we going straight into some cup finals? Let me know, comment section. Straight into the cup finals, or do you want these final 2 league games? Do you think they matter as much? Maybe just the final league game teamed with... Just hold that thought. 3-2. What is Cech done there? I've got to say, it was quite straightforward from Watford. Ball out to Success on that left-hand side, who plays it back across, and Gray hits the post, hits Cech, goes in. Lucky. We'll just put it down as lucky. Highlight after the goal. We're not won in the league for a while, so... If we can just see this out, boys, we'll go slightly more standard, shall we? Just don't give this away. A 4th goal, maybe, perhaps. Okay, there it is. Watford are going to have a chance now, aren't they? Okay, maybe not. Ozil plays it to Xhaka, who's found a runner on this left-hand side. Perisic plays it back across the box, does he? No, he doesn't. It's bouncing around. There's not long left in the game. I've got to say, there's going to be one more goal in this. I don't know if it's going to be our goal or theirs. As Lacazette drives at the Watford back line. The first time he's really felt like he's had the better of them. Gets the ball back across. Cathcart. The clearance isn't good. It's another corner to us, and it's in the right area of the pitch for me. I'm taking a smash and grab 3-2 victory against Watford here. We're going to make a change. Iwobi's going to come on that right-hand side, and I'm going to bring on... I really should have put a central midfielder on the bench. Benteke is going to come on for Lacazette. He's good for set pieces on either end. Right, let's just see this out, shall we now, boys? Loads of the back line are on bookings. I don't know what we'll do with them. This is just a good win to get. Some decent league form would be nice. Surrey's got a free kick in their half. Not long left to go. I'm very scared about the counter-attack. Not really interested in if we score from this free kick. The ball in from Surrey's good, though. Perisic knocks it down, and Ozil puts it in the back of the net. Panic over, job done. Arsenal 4, Watford 2, and we will still not be able to get into fourth position. We've won a game finally, and was just still 7th. But if you lose 3 Premier League games in a row, this will happen, Ben. One of which was against Spurs, Swansea and Manchester United. That was actually all 3 when I think about it. This has been one of the longest games in history, but it ends 4-2, a 6-goal thriller at Vicarage Road. We'll take the win, of course we will. It means very little, and of course, then let me know. Do you want to see the final 2 league games? Of course, we can finish in that top sort of area, so do let me know. Or are we straight into some cup finals? Again, let me know, comment section. We've got 2 cup finals there, Villarreal and Leicester City. Father Christmas might even make an appearance. That is going to bring us to the end then. If you enjoyed it, do drop a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. Let's aim for 1,000 likes. And before we go, I did a interview/podcast recording with the Deep Line podcast, FM Samo. Get involved. There's a link down below. It's just a 40-minute chat about bloggers, YouTubers, Football Manager. If you're interested, go and have a listen, and you might see a slightly different side to me, a more serious side of me. So, with love, with care. From me, until next time. Goodbye.